Well, good morning. Dubuque, Iowa, John Deere factory. The Wandering Haggis, how you doing, sir? So it is 9:04 a.m. for me here in Dubuque, Iowa. We are getting loaded with a couple of these little bobcat-like devices called skid steers. We're getting 2 of those put on the trailer. And we are taking these 2, you know, you can see it right off to the, if you look to our right here a little bit. So you got the one on the truck. You got one on the ground here. Then you got 2 right next to it. That's the model we're going to get. We're going to get 333G, which are the slightly bigger ones here. The 3 on the very far right. Those are the same model that we're getting. Oh, 3:03 p.m. Hopefully you've had a fairly beautiful day today. My day has basically just started. I drove about 90 miles this morning after sitting the entire weekend. So here's the first one the guy just pulled up.
Head back where you can.
Yeah. So once this gentleman pulls out the way, we're going to pull up and do our thing. Morning, sir.
How we doing?
Another fun day.
I feel that.
So since this gentleman gets out the way, we can pull up to the dock. We already have the first ones up there waiting to load me up. So it's a little bit tight in here. The balustrades on the left-hand side, then the posts for the cover here, and the railings on the right-hand side. It makes it a little bit tough for the width I have. Now my mirrors stick out quite a bit. So like I said, we're getting 2 of these. He's ready to do the first one here. Let's try to get through here without too much. Yeah, it's gotta knock my mirrors. Just too dang narrow. So once I'm done, I have to get out and readjust my mirrors again. Which, why they make it that narrow, I don't know. once we get ourselves these pieces on, we're going to swing around and there we go. No, we're at Nathaniel. We are at the John Deere factory in Dubuque, Iowa. He's just putting my second skid steer on. He's got it, you know, it's very tight with the ones I'm picking up, so. We are actually taking these two skid steers, which we'll show in a moment. We're taking these down to a John Deere dealer in Cincinnati, Ohio. So once we get loaded, then we'll pull around and we'll get this stuff secured. We'll get our paperwork all done, and then we're gonna head out. We got about 500 miles to get down to our first delivery in Cincinnati, here from Dubuque. And from there, we're taking this other tractor we already got loaded in Minnesota with. We're taking that up to Vermont. All right, we got our paperwork. Not too bad of a morning, a little bit of cloud, you know, behind us, so when we turn around, it'll be a little bit more cloudy. All right, so now we just got to get out through this, from this narrow dock. Go in here, we're going to turn around real quick. See, this is what we picked up, this 333G. We picked up two of those, but we have a bucket on the front. And we'll see that in a moment here, but when we get over here to where we can secure our load. we'll take a look at this once we can. So you can see the sky is a little bit more cloudy, facing, well, kind of south. Yeah, a little bit. We're facing pretty much south right at the moment. And you can see we got the little skid loaders on the left-hand side here. We got the bulldozers over on the right. And we got the wheel loaders and the backhoes and the excavators and all kinds of good stuff being built at this particular plant. You can see this truck here. I have not actually been in the plant where they're actually build it, but you know, I've been to this particular plant about a dozen times. So this guy here, he got a you know, a 65K, you know, bulldozer, and he got a little skid steer. He's driving what's called an RGN, removable gooseneck. We're going to go over here on this dirt lot here, and we're going to break out our chains, and we're going to get ourselves all secured. We're going to check our serial numbers, make sure everything is good. We'll turn our paperwork in, then we will be hitting the road in a little while. And unfortunately, with all this earth moving equipment, they don't seem to want to fill the potholes here on the side. I mean, they're doing work over here. They're flattening out the dirt over there, but I wish they would just take a little moment to fill in some of these potholes and make it a lot nicer to, you know, be on this lot. For some reason these guys here don't want to pull up out of people's way, but you know. All right, there we go. We're going to get over here out of the way. You know, courtesy, that's all I want. Courtesy. Park right there. We'll put this on to not driving. Well, we're going to get out here. We're going to take a look real quick in a second here. Let me we're going to get out here and look at our load. But first, we're going to put some boots on our feet. because my normal driving a tire is not really made for doing work. So we'll grab a boot here. I'll grab the correct side first. That would help. We are driving a 48-foot step deck. Mr. Matthew Johnson, good morning to you, sir. So we're gonna get my sock and boot on my feet, then we can get out and take a look at the at our cargo. All right. All right, let's go ahead and switch our camera here. Here's our tripod we're going to be using. Slide that in there real quick. Tighten that down a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's take that. Get our paperwork. Get a pen because we need that as well. That. Alrighty. We're gonna put all this right here for the moment. So, this piece here we picked up in Minnesota on Friday. So it's a 5410 John Deere tractor. It's got a bucket on the front. We got a snow blower attachment on the rear. This is going all the way to Vermont. Here are the two pieces we just picked up. 333 John Deere skid loaders. So we gotta, chain it down and whatnot. And you see we're just a tad long, 5 inches here.